Hello and welcome back, YouTube. So I've been made keenly aware that it's the day before Thanksgiving. Somehow, for most of the day, that had sort of escaped me. So yeah, day before Thanksgiving, Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023, 8:01 p.m. and I'm taking my lunch break. And yeah, I absolutely need to try to go to Fry's. Yeah, the cats at home could really use some wet food. I feel bad having them on dry food for 2 full days. I was really hoping to do that this afternoon and get some kind of a deal at Costco and maybe use my reward certificate for my Costco credit card. Because last year I never got around to using the thing. It expired before I could use it. Probably happened the year before as well. This year it's like 80 bucks, so I'm trying to make sure I use it. And a case of cat food's about 30 bucks, so that seemed like a pretty good start at it. It was entirely too packed for me to deal with Costco. And now I realize why. I was thinking, okay, yeah, I should never go this time on a Wednesday. When I was there going through the parking lot, now it's like, oh, day before Thanksgiving. Well, of course it was freaking crazy at Costco. Just didn't occur to me when I went through there, and it didn't occur to me that that's why the parking lot was also so chaotic over at Arcadia Crossing. Anyway, what I handled with my case manager was more important anyway. I'm sure my cats would disagree, but to the overall big picture of my life, probably more important. But it doesn't change the fact that I need food. Now, I've been told that Hertz does a big spread on Thanksgiving Day, a big Thanksgiving meal spread for all the employees that have to come in and work. And it's generally people that don't have family. I mean, I'm just working my regular schedule. But most places I've been at that are open on Thanksgiving, usually the people working on Thanksgiving are people that don't have any kind of family to go spend the day with and just want something, so they're occupied as opposed to being at home with all businesses closed, well, you know, most businesses closed, and just stuck at home watching TV, the programming of which is just pounding into the head that, oh yeah, you should be with your family right now, but you're not, you're home alone, la la la. There's a reason the suicide rate has a big uptick during the holidays, and it starts kind of right now. So, not that I'm feeling like that. I'm actually feeling really good. I'm looking forward to work tomorrow, looking forward to work on Black Friday over at Factor, looking forward to work Saturday night at Factor. Both those shifts kicking through work while. I was also offered Sunday night at Factor through work while, but yeah, I'll be back at Hertz on Sunday night. I did get offered an interesting job today through Winolo, and it was 20 bucks an hour, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it. Schedule, yeah, didn't really like the schedule. It's one of those get up in the morning thing. It was a commitment to take that whole thing. Now, I think it said in the job description that you got 2 or 3 days off in addition to that. I don't know, whatever it was. That's obviously a gig for somebody who is unemployed and really needs work. Not for somebody like me that's using Winolo to supplement the income that they already have. Now, I would imagine, though, that for a lot of Winoloers, that job offer wasn't particularly appealing. It's because I know a lot of people that use Winolo, they do it because they want the flexibility of not having to be committed to a work schedule. And that's quite the work schedule to be committed to there. Anyway, one of the more interesting things that's come through Winolo in quite a while, thought I'd share. Work tonight's been good. I must say I'm not really looking forward to next Tuesday when I'll be working with, actually, I was going to say next Tuesday when I'm going to be working with Steve again, but come to think of it, Steve is usually there on Thursdays as well. So, I don't know, maybe I'll be dealing with him tomorrow. I really don't know if he has any family. Like, I think he's got a significant other he lives with, but I don't know for sure. Work today's been pretty good. There's been another significant recall that has required quite a bit of additional interaction with Chris and I on Kia Sorrentos. I don't know really what the deal is. I'm just in touch with him on how to handle it when I noticed there was an abundance of Kia Sorrentos coming through with safety holds. And speaking of recall-based safety holds, Talhead today moved all the rest of the Ford Explorers out onto the rocks. So if I get any more, I really don't know where to put them. I did get one today, and it was in the glass chip. It was a pop trunk in the glass chip area, of all places. Well, I am not used to police directing traffic like this. This is way busier than what I was wanting to deal with. Now you can just imagine what the grocery store is going to be like, because it's still a grocery store on the day before Thanksgiving. Now, granted, this downtown Fry's is kind of a non-traditional grocery store, but still a grocery store. All that traffic and the police directing traffic downtown made it take a lot longer than normal for me to get here. But on the bright side, I have not taken a 10-minute break yet like I normally do. So I'm certainly within my allowed breaks to extend this by 10 or potentially even 20 minutes if necessary. Of course, I do my own thing. Nobody really watches me that closely, so I'm not too worried about that. Yes, a nice parking spot for me on the right. I will take it. It's an odd place for a shopping cart, but hey, better than being out on the street being pushed by a bum. It is 8:33 right now, and yeah, it's 3 minutes past when I should have been back to work. It is crazy busy in that store right now. Way more than it normally is this time of day. At one point when I came up to check out, and I was able to do my shopping pretty quick, but yeah, when it came time to check out, the line for self-checkout was just crazy longer than I've ever seen it. And I had more stuff than I was really wanting to self-checkout with anyway. Event parking, really? So yeah, self-checkout was, the line was just really long, like going into sections of the store where people are trying to shop but really couldn't because they're trying to navigate around the oh damn, where's my parking validation thing? There it is. Too much crap in my back right pocket. So yeah, I had more stuff than I would have even been comfortable using self-checkout for anyway, and I'm just absolutely not a fan of self-checkout. Unless I've got like one or two things, it's just a little overwhelming for me.
Insert your ticket with the barcode facing up. Thank you for your business.
Thank
Please
you.
drive safely.
Thank you, robot. I'll try to drive safely. Yeah, so there was only one open cashier, and that was a little unnerving, and the line is looking kind of long, and fortunately right at that time somebody noticed and they opened a second line, so that helped greatly. It doesn't look like I've got any traffic to speak of getting back to work. Got a fresh loaf of bread. I believe the one that's in the cupboard is down to just a couple pieces, and it's not all that fresh at this point either. Oh. 2 for $4. That's the best bargain they had going for cold 20-ounce Cokes. Whatever. I'm ready for one, so I'll tough out that. What I believe is an outrageous price. And that was a quantity deal price too. I had to buy 2 to get that price. Which is fine. One for now, one for later. I had a deal going on, and it's not one I've seen before, for the cat food. Underneath the tag, and I forget what the price was for the case of cans that I got. I forget what size I got. So there's 2 different size cases of cans that I get. One is bigger than the other, but they're both pretty big. Buying individual cans would just be a mammoth waste of time and effort. And this is the smaller of the 2 that I buy, but it seemed like a good price for that size, like cheaper than what normally is. And then underneath that item, and then underneath a lot of the other pet items as well, they had a thing that said, spend $30, get $10 off. And I think I forget what the price was for the thing of cat food. Let's say like $17-ish, $16, something like that. Anyway, whatever it was, like buying 2 of them got me over the $30 to save $10. So I hate the way they've got this median here. It always looks to me like that's where I turn in for this left turn lane. And I should know it by now, but it still messes with me from time to time. The city of Phoenix has gotten rid of a lot of these medians with traffic lights in the center of them. Like I can tell from the design of the traffic lights that are here, the style, and the fact that it's got the light in the median, that those were put in the 1990s, most likely like the mid to early 1990s. Most places where Phoenix has those, they've eliminated them because there have been issues with people in accidents colliding into them and causing a lot of additional injuries for the people in the accident, and of course it destroys an expensive light pole. But anyway, what was I saying? Cat food. I'm thinking I got the $10 discount by buying 2 of them versus buying 1. Anyway, it's always good to stock up on that kind of stuff that doesn't go bad anytime soon when I can. On that note, I got 2 things of bologna instead of 1. And they had that on a discount for the larger sizes. All in all, like, definitely a worthwhile trip to Fry's, and something I needed to get done. But it just stresses me that, like, right now I'm 10 minutes late coming back from work. And that didn't give me any time to actually sit and eat, so, which is something I desperately need to do. I haven't really ate at all today. Somebody give me a chicken, one of those chicken roller things, just the, what the hell you call it, like the buffalo spicy processed long narrow singular chicken nugget that they sell at QT. Somebody kicked me down one of those, so at least I've had something to eat. But yeah, other than that, a fun sized package of Skittles that somebody left in a car, and I found one of those little single serving things of Jif in a car that somebody had lost the keys to. Popped in just to verify that the keys were lost, and they were. And since I was there, I flipped up the wiper. Whoever marked it with no keys had forgot to do that. And then I looked in the center console, and yay, single size serving of Jif Creamy. I love those. I'm like, yeah, peanut butter, an open peanut butter. That's a score. And there's still some leftover hot dog buns in the not the freshest thing, but they're not awful. They're in the fridge in the break room of the shop. So I made myself a peanut butter sandwich. It's kind of tied me over. Anyway, I got a wrap. I can eat that while I'm working. So all's well that ends well. I just got to make sure I get the groceries that are needing to be refrigerated into the refrigerator here so they don't go nasty in my car.